out, everybody? Welcome and thank you for joining us for anything and everything rock and roll. Of course, with a little bit of ADD. I'm Zach.
I'm TJ.
And I'm Robin.
And you're listening to Rock Detention.
I don't feel tardy.
Gentlemen, how we doing?
Always good, man. How you doing?
So good.
So good. So good.
So good. Just turned into a Neil Diamond song real quick.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So good, because I got you. Boom, 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 boom. That's Neil Diamond?
No.
Doom. Da, da, da,
That's,
da, da, boom.
Oh my God.
Sweet Caroline.
That's not what I was
Yeah, that's
singing.
not what we were singing.
Well, okay. Well, this was
Wait,
fun.
Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba.
So good, so good, so good.
Oh yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking.
Touche.
Come on,
Touche.
hey.
Touche. So, I
Sorry.
told you guys that I never heard that song until I was like 22, 23 years old.
And now how old are you, Robin?
I'm
24.
31. But yeah, I was in a piano bar playing, and we have these piano bars around Austin that are just pianos and drums. And so I was playing, and we finished that song, and I just kind of leaned over to the piano player, and I was like, "Hey, man, that was really cool. Is that like a local thing? Like, does just everybody around here really know that song?" And he kind of looks at me, and he goes, "No? Wait, have you never heard Sweet Caroline?" And I was like, "I don't even know who's like, nope." And he goes, "It's Neil Diamond." I was like, "I know that. I know who Neil Diamond is." He's like, "Oh my God. I don't even know how to respond to that." So I was like, "Yeah." Then I look it up, and they were like, "Biggest hit, Sweet Caroline." I was like, "How did I never hear that song?"
That's okay, man. That's okay. You know who I get? I don't know why, but for some reason, Neil Diamond and Rod Stewart, I always get them mixed up. I don't know why though.
Yeah, that's
I don't
interesting.
know.
Do they look anything alike?
No.
No. One's if I maybe is Rod Stewart British?
I don't.
Quite possibly.
I gotta look this up.
Yeah.
I gotta see them side by side.
Yeah, they don't. No, I will point blank say
Neil
they don't look anything alike.
Diamond.
No.
Well, I should put Neil Diamond. I don't know what it is. Neil Diamond. Yeah, Rod. I know what Rod Stewart looks like. You know what? I take back everything I just said.
I mean, Michael Keaton, Brett Michaels. I'll go there.
I don't know. Someone mistook me, mistaked me.
It mistook you for someone.
Yeah, I got Vin Diesel today.
Oh, I can see that.
It was a joke, Robin.
Oh, I was
It's
like,
funny. You can laugh.
well, because I was sitting there going like, maybe in the right angle.
Yeah,
No.
our humor's ahead of its time.
Oh, are y'all ready,
Speaking-
boys? Are y'all ready?
No,
for
I'm not
today?
ready. I wanted to talk about your haircut. Did you get a haircut today?
Yeah, I got a haircut today.
It's looking short, Robin.
It is.
And
I
actually-
always have her cut it a little shorter, so it has because my hair grows really, really fast. So there's always like this 2-week period where it looks like I can do whatever I want with it. It looks really good. It doesn't get a mind of its own, and so I always have her cut it a little shorter, so I can let it grow out and not have to go as often.
Maybe you should just grow it all the way out.
I just don't think I'd look good with long hair.
Never know till you try.
I
Yeah,
kind of
dude.
tried in high school, and it didn't get as long as that. Well, first of all, my hair's really curly. So,
I know why you're smiling, TJ.
Why are you smiling, TJ?
No worries. No reason.
I am scared.
But you did not have long hair in high school. You had a shag.
Yeah, no, but I do have a picture somewhere of me, like someone straightened my hair in high school. Actually, my driver's license photo was straight hair, like down to about here.
That's great.
Yeah, and it was straight hair on me looked fine, but my regular hair, I just don't think it. I'd have to grow it a long time. It'd be like a year and a half before it even got to anywhere close to the length of y'all's.
Dude, I mean, there are supplements to speed that process up.
I'd prefer just
Hair plugs.
yeah. No, I prefer just keeping it short. It's cooler that way. All right, I'm gonna have to get some WD-40 for this chair. This thing is ridiculous. I apologize to everybody who hears the squeakiness of my chair.
Yeah, it is really bugging me. Do you know why they call it WD-40?
No, why?
It was the 40th They like tweaked the recipe 40 times, and finally on the 40th time, that was the one that was the best.
Did
So
you-
they just stuck with WD-40 because there was a WD-1, WD-2,
Yeah.
and so on.
Did
so
you
on.
know that WD-40 is not patented?
Really?
Yeah, because if they patent it, they had to give away the ingredients and how they made it. So they didn't patent it.
Touche. Huh. I
So-
thought you were gonna have some silly Robin
Yeah.
joke.
No.
Is
It's
Coca-Cola not
legitimately
patented?
What's
I
that,
want-
buddy?
Coca-Cola not patented because no one knows the recipe.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's funny you mentioned. I've been watching this this thing on the TV like 80s, the decade that built us. Have you seen that?
yes, that's great. It's awesome.
And they talk about the whole Pepsi Coke feud.
I want the new Coke. I want to try the new Coke just to.
I
see
do
how
want to
bad-
try it,
Yeah.
but they went back to the Coke Classic. They called it Coke Classic, and then they became bigger than ever. They
You
finally
remember-
wiped
I-
out Pepsi.
Remember Pepsi Twist? Anybody?
Yes. I don't think I
With the
ever had
lemon-
it, but I do remember
With
it.
the little lemon twist.
I've never
Very
been a
good.
Pepsi fan.
That was like when I could shred, like pound some.
Oh
Pepsi.
man. Oh.
I don't
Whew.
drink sodas.
I
It's
don't
been
either
years.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's been forever.
Closest thing
Soda
to a
water.
soda. The closest thing to a soda that I drink is this thing.
Izzy.
Oh man,
Those
these
are
things are
good.
delicious.
Every time I hear Izzy, I think of Rockstar.
Rockstar. Oh, Jinx.
Oh, me
Jinx,
Coke.
you owe me a Coke.
Coke. Oh Lord. Yep. I'm done. I'm out.
All right, boys. Tonight is gonna be a fun night for me.
Yeah. Well, Zach and I talked about it, and we're gonna interview you.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, then.
Uh,
But
Shut your mouth.
no,
Shut your mouth.
no. This is no. I came up with this. I'm doing this
Oh,
tonight.
shut your mouth. Okay, now you just look stupid.
No. Anyways, for those of you tuning in, tonight I'm going to be interviewing or interrogating, however you want to view it, these two gentlemen, my co-hosts. And,
Hopefully, we're still gentlemen by the end of this.
Yeah, I hope we're still gentlemen by the end of this. Hope we still have a podcast by the oops. Hope we still have a
By the
podcast by the end of this.
In podcast.
And but yeah, we were talking, and I realized today is the 20th episode of our podcast, and
We made it, boys.
I kind of realized that hey, it'd be funny to ask them 20 questions, and then I started writing questions down, and then I was like, no wait, I'm just gonna interview the two of y'all. I'm just gonna throw questions at y'all.
I hope these
And
are
I
easy
figured-
questions.
Did you get our resumes?
So some of them are personalized questions. So I've got questions for Zach, I've got questions for TJ, I've got questions for both of you, and then I have another list of just completely random questions.
Like a lightning round.
Not really a lightning round, but
Oh.
more of just to throw you guys for a loop. And I'm gonna throw those questions in whenever I feel like it. So we could be
Okay.
having a serious conversation, and I'm gonna throw a question in just to see how you answer
Oh.
it.
If you want to know my favorite brand of eyeliner, it's Pixie.
All right, that's actually one of the questions.
Are
Mine
you
is-
serious?
Mine is
Alright.
Jordana, and I just ran out. I bought out the rest of the stock at Walgreens. It was like a $3 eyeliner, made in California. Awesome. But now
Was it
discontinued.
vegan?
Probably not.
Mm.
Probably completely anti-vegan.
Well, yeah.
Probably made out of bacon grease or something. I
Yep.
don't know.
That's probably why it looks so good.
Mine's Pixie. You can get it at Target, and it's one of them things where you twist it and it comes up.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it just
I
goes
don't
on
like,
like
the
butter.
pencil. I like the little twist.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what this California bacon grease stuff is you get.
California knows how to make eyeliner, I guess. Oh.
Hey, that's where the '80s hair metal scene kind of started. So, yeah. But so for those of you that have been watching, you know the relationship between the three of us. But for those of you that have not watched, or you don't really know us, I went to high school with Zach. That's where we met. So I've known Zach for about 16 years
2004.
now. Yeah. So, God, almost 20 years. That's crazy, man. But so I know a lot about Zach. Zach and I have played in a band together. We played in a band called Drum Jam. So, in all fairness, I'm going to start with TJ in the questions, because TJ I actually just met basically a little less than a month before this podcast when Zach introduced the two of us. And so
Was that April? April,
That
May.
was July, August.
July, August, somewhere around there. So
Let me get my calendar out.
so yeah, get the calendar. You do that, Zach. You get the calendar out. I'm gonna start with TJ, and I'm gonna start with a serious question of.
Before we dive in, actually, boys, before I forget, can we give a shout out? Not shout out, but a condolence to.
Sorry. I didn't know where you were going with that, and I thought you were going funny. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Wow.
Well, that he probably would have liked that.
Yeah, he probably would have thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But yes, no,
Alex-
I meant to start with that, and I apologize for forgetting.
We sidetracked. Alexi Leho of Children of Bodom. Rest in peace, sir. Many workouts and many times he's gotten me through stuff, and it's the most how do I say this? Most metal and most aggressive yet melodic player I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm. Wicked
Like
guitar player.
Could be aggressive and melodic, and it's not everyone's cup of tea, but you can't argue any of that. And I even saw Steve Vai posted about him today.
Yeah.
41's too young.
Absolutely. Rest in peace, brother.
And for those of you who don't know, Alexi Leho, Children of Bodom, check them out. Great band. Even if you don't like it, you put them on during a workout, it will be the best workout you've probably ever had.
You will
Where are
shed
they from?
double the pounds.
They are from Finland.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Of
and I was
course
actually
you Finnish fool.
I was over at the Riff, and there's a place called the Hate Lounge, and it's reserved exclusively to like 2600 or something like that. I can't remember the exact year, but for like Children of Bodom, it's like for them, for like Alexi Leho. I could have met him. It was one of those days. Like I saw him and Ollie Herman from Reckless Love. It was like Santa Cruz album release party, and it's just one of those. I left him alone. Like let him have some fun.
Yeah.
But now I kind of regret it. But it was tons of his guitars are hanging up there, like merch from all those bands that have been over there and stuff. Great place. If you ever get over to Finland, if we could ever travel again, let's go, boys. We'll do a podcast.
Oh,
from there.
absolutely, we're going to Finland. That's a no-brainer for this podcast. We could do a whole month in Finland.
That's like the new Sunset Strip over there.
So I'm gonna say we started talking about this August 1st because I did the first version of the logo August 7th.
I do like that logo. We should switch back.
There is something special about it. I'd wear it on a. I think it would make a great sticker.
I think a great sticker or like a little button on a hat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Little golf hat.
Dude, hey, we all start somewhere.
Hey, we do.
That's true. Hey, and if it wasn't for you, we would have never started with a logo.
This is true.
Ah, shucks.
And if it wasn't for that little company that made our first logo, I wouldn't have gotten mad and made ours.
Dude, one day we've got to just show it. Unless you just
we should just put it up one day, like for one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. I do want to, for our lawyers' sake, do we?
No,
we
he
can't
paid
get
for
like
it.
copyright. Well, no, he got his money back.
Oh, that's true.
So I don't.
But I don't
we
think
can
it's a
post it.
copyright.
Yeah, I mean, we'll
shouldn't
look
show
into
it.
it, but I do think it'd be funny if we could use it to just for one episode, just do it.
Well, I could probably just remake it just a little different.
Yeah.
Dude. Robin, did you ever get to see it?
Oh yeah, I saw it, and I like the second I saw it, I was like, WTF, like.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember which one, but one of us, I think, was a different nationality.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
I don't know what I was expecting.
I don't think they based
but
those
I wasn't
characters on us.
expecting that.
This was not based on a true story,
Right.
is what it should have said.
All right, gentlemen, we're not going to dodge these questions any longer. So.
Hey, we're paying our respects, bro.
I know we're paying. No. I know we're paying our respects there. But
Anyways, I'm back on the brought to you by Celsius train because let's get sponsored. I'm running out of Celsius.
And Waterloo sparkling water, if you want to send us cases of it, we love it.
Oh,
Yes.
delicious. So TJ, where you're from? Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Correct.
Soda.
If you want to get technical, a little northwest of there, but yes. Twin City.
What is technical to you? What is
Like if you want to break it down.
No, I mean like where are you exactly then? Like
technically I was born at Mercy Hospital in Coon Rapids, and then I lived in Champlin.
Okay.
So that's northwest of Minneapolis.
Okay.
And my social security number is
No. Moving on. Next question.
I have a funny story in a second when y'all get a chance.
Oh, I think Robin's in serious mode right now, so I'll maybe hold off.
So how old were you when when music kind of dawned on you? Like you kind of started to like listen to it differently than just kind of it be in the background, or it was just there. Like you started actually listening to the music.
Mm, I'd honestly say, I mean, like, I'd be lying if I told you I didn't grow up like listening to NSYNC and stuff, because that was a thing, and I was like,
I had
hell
both
yeah.
albums.
Um, so I really like dug into music then, but I'd say it really, really got more meaningful or got you through times or something than normal. Like around 15, 16, like when I first got a car, and then you're like,
Yeah.
that's kind of like your ticket to the world. You can drive around because like you weren't biking around and listening to AirPods. It wasn't that simple back in the day. You'd
Right.
have to have a Walkman or like a compact disc with just big baggy and headphones. So it just wasn't a thing. Like, I mean, it probably would have been like 8 years old with my AirPods in and biking around. It would have been awesome. But yeah, when I got a car, I thought it was like Pink Floyd, White Lion, Rolling Stones, Beatles. Like I really started diving into most of those. I grew up with Guns N' Roses because my parents had that, and like Def Leppard and stuff. But it was always just here or there. I'd listen to it. But then when I started, yeah, I think when I got the car, 16, it was like pass the driver's test first day, and it was on.
How many like playlist CDs did you make?
Dude, I just found like some old CDs,
Me
and I was
too.
like, damn, I wonder if these still work. I'm like, where the hell am I gonna play it actually? Like I go through stacks of like the 100 CDs,
Mhm.
50 or 100, and I just make them. I make them for my parents. I used to make them a mix like every Christmas, and then I just make it for me, or I'd be like, oh, this one's gonna be all rock, or this one's. And every mix you made was like, this is the best one I've ever
Right.
made. And then now you go back, you're like, what the hell?
We'll get to you in a
So,
second, Zach.
yeah, I made a ton, and I'd always title them. And there was one point my grandpa had the technology or software like you could put a little label onto the computer, and then you just press it on to the CD. So I had like little CD
Oh,
covers
that's dope.
and everything a little bit.
Oh, that's dope. You got a question, Zach?
Yeah. So were you like repping 80s back when you were 16? Like were you white lining and poisoning
I wasn't that.
down
It
the
was like my.
street?
I think I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was my first ever Amazon order. That's when I found out about Amazon when I was like 16. I think like the spring. I was like, oh, you can buy White Lion. They have another album, so I bought all their CDs, and I think it was only like 20, $30 or something for all of them. And I ripped that. And I ripped in my nice little iPod with the little scrolly wheel, the good old iPod with the scrolly wheel days.
Dude, I've thought about getting another one of those.
I
Dude,
just
they
remember
still
my
make them,
thumb
don't
would
they?
just go.
They
I
don't.
think so.
Oh,
They only make
I-
iPod
Touch.
touches now.
Ugh.
Yeah.
ugh. Oh, okay.
Ugh.
The first iPod I ever played with was Robin's.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I was.
jerk.
Someone
I was
stole that iPod out of my backpack,
Really?
and my parents never believed me that it got stolen. They thought I lost it, and I was like, "No, it got stolen straight out of my backpack." I was
Dude,
mad.
wouldn't that be something if it was me? And then I was like, bro, you mean this thing? That would have been funny.
That'd be great.
I gotta.
Because that thing they bought uh the biggest iPod that you could buy, like the most with the one with the most memory, because they were gonna use it kind of for their collection, and then I kind of commandeered it.
Sure. So
And-
at the time, probably 30 gigabytes.
No, I think it was something like almost 100 at least. It was like, yeah, it was like one of the biggest one that you, because that one was the second generation of iPod, I think. Yeah, I mean that sucker was like, this is a fat little sucker to play with. It was a great. I love that thing. I made so many playlists and found so much music, just surfing through their collection of stuff.
Sure.
But well, cool. So CJ, what was the first album you bought with your own money?
I honestly couldn't tell you because it's like I go to the store, but it's usually my parents, whatever, because they are driving you around and they pay for it. Ah, man, if I had to guess, it might be an NSYNC or Backstreet Boys or a Weird Al. It might be Weird Al.
Hey,
Yeah, it might be like what was the Jurassic Park one or something or 3D. I can't remember which ones there were. Other Dare to Be Stupid. I'm pretty. That might have been it. But it might have been like money my mom or dad or somebody or grandpa gave me, and then I was like, I'm gonna pretend to pay for this on my own.
Yeah. I have several of those. I have several of
Well,
those.
I jammed out to Weird Al quite a bit back in the day too. That was where it was at.
Dude, mucho respect to Weird Al. He never recorded a song that he didn't have the permission of the original artist for. So like Michael Jack, or was it? No, it was Prince. He wanted to do a Prince song, and Prince said no, and he's like, I'm not going to record your song. Okay, yeah. He won't record a song if he doesn't have the original artist's permission. So respect.
He was
to
so
him.
clever,
Yeah,
with his lyrics.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I could write some parodies, but I don't think it'd be as good.
I loved his American Pie parody, the Star Wars one. I always thought that one was just hilarious.
I like when he covered Lola with Yoda.
Yes.
Speaking of Star Wars.
I think the first album the first CD that I bought with my own money was a Star Wars soundtrack. I think it was probably either Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clones, one of the two. I don't remember.
Oh, I didn't know you were interviewing yourself as well.
No, I'm gonna I'll throw in my random answers in here. Zach, we're gonna switch it over to you. When did you first realize? Okay, so to back up for a second, for those of you that don't know Zach, as well as TJ and I do, Zach comes from a musical family. He's a guitar player, which is pretty obvious. He's the one that plays at the top of all of our episodes. So he comes from a musical family, and so he grew up like I did. We both grew up around this industry and all of this. So Zach, I ask you, when did you first realize that music was going to become your life?
That's such a tough question, man, because I grew up in recording. Well, first I grew up in my grandfather's music stores, and then we went to Nashville, and I grew up in major recording studios. So music has always subliminally been there. Like it's always, even when I don't know what was going on, it's always been in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When did I know music was?
Like, was there a moment in time? Like,
I can't think of a moment.
Okay.
But when we moved back to Texas, I was in 5th or 6th grade, and that's when I started playing live shows.
Okay.
Because of rock camp over at Austin School of Music.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started getting a taste of the stage, I was like, okay, this is what I want to do, you know?
Yeah.
So I'd probably say somewhere around that time period. But as far as an exact answer, I couldn't tell you, because music's been in my life since day one.
Fair enough.
I hope that's an
good.
okay answer for you.
Hey, that's good enough. What question do I want to ask you next? When did you?
And I'm very grateful for that, by the way. I'm not complaining. I am very happy that music has been in my life the whole day. Okay.
I'll ask the generic interview question. When because I'm curious. When did you start playing? When did you start like actually, and not like, you know, here's the guitar, here's my child,
Sure.
have a guitar. Like, when did you actually start learning?
Because some parents are like, well, he's been playing since he was 2. Okay. Okay, so they tried to get me into lessons at 6, but the music school would not accept me because they said I was too young. Keep in mind, this was a long time ago. So now they probably let kids start at 4. They're like, we want that money. Get them in here. I don't know what accent that was, but anyway. Okay, so my folks wanted me to start at 6. But they said we won't take you till you're 7, and so I want to say shortly after my 7th birthday. I mean, within a week or 2, I started my first guitar lesson. And believe it or not, my very first guitar teacher is still in Nashville. We're friends on Facebook, and we've kept in touch. And he actually just retired this year. But
nice.
That was a pretty cool full circle moment.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway.
Well, cool. So 7 years old. Oh wow, you've been playing over 20 years.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Thank
son.
you. Thank you for just saying over 20 years.
Yeah.
We don't need to get exact.
You've been playing for 24 years.
We just said we don't need to get into that.
Yeah, I think it is 20. I think I just had the 24th anniversary about a month or two ago.
Yeah. Yeah, in October when your birthday is.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, as if you didn't feel old enough by being 31. Oh,
Hey, you know what?
we're all
I feel
31.
great, dude.
I know.
I feel much better at 31 than I did at 30.
I feel
I
better at
did
30. I feel better at 31 than I did at like 26. Like,
Oh, shucks.
yeah, like, ugh.
Somebody get this man a kombucha.
Um,
Gotta get that gut in check.
all right, I'm gonna flip over, ask you both a. I want to throw this in. You're not gonna answer right now. We're gonna get back to it at the end of the show. It's the desert island question. 5 albums. That's all you get. 5 albums to take to the desert island. Think about it throughout the show.
Do mixes count?
No, mixes don't count. You have to
TJ's
and
Mix
compilations.
Volume 7.
And compilations don't count. Greatest hits don't count. I want like
Ah!
I know. I'm making it hard. So yeah, be thinking about that. All right, we're gonna. Have you ever had a relationship ruin a song, or an artist, or an album?
Ooh.
Go ahead, TJ.
This is a question for both of you. So
I will say, maybe at the time, but overall, like if a song's so good, you gotta come back to it.
oh yeah, I can definitely.
But there's definitely like, especially the way my brain works, like just certain memories are attached to certain songs.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe I don't listen to it as much, or if I do, I mean, you just get older. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't say it actually ruins it, but like in the moment, yeah, I'd say so. And I couldn't tell you like what song. There's just a bunch of songs from different like I could probably, you know, like dating in like grade school. It wasn't really, like dating. It was like hey, we're dating. Well, if a song came out around there, like think about it, but it's not like 20 years later you're like, oh man, I can't believe it. That
Oh,
song
yeah.
still. Yeah.
This song still gets me. I hate this song. Zach, what
Yeah,
about you?
I don't know.
Okay. Ask the question one more time because I was just writing down an album name so that I didn't get laughed at because I would have butchered it. I was gonna pull a 1985 moment, but I'm glad I didn't.
Okay, good.
Anyway.
That is such a
Good.
great album.
It is a
That
great
might be
album. Have you ever had a relationship ruin a song, an artist, or an album, or anything like that? Like,
No.
Hey.
No. Now there are still songs that that will remind me of certain girls.
Yeah. I'm talking songs like that. You like when it comes on, you're just like, okay, I can't listen to this song. Like I just
No.
always get an icky feeling or whatever, you know.
Nope.
Well, that's good. That's good, guys.
No.
That's good.
I can't. Now I will say I will flip that on you and say that I have had relationships inspire writing songs.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, one of my favorite songs that I've ever written is inspired by a previous relationship, and they know it. And so, like, and everybody who was around me at that time knows it. That song, that's who that song's about. I still sing it today. I love that song.
I feel like a lot of songs are inspired
Oh,
by
yeah.
stuff like that.
Sure. I guess I felt really
Okay.
profound saying that.
It could be worse. You could be in a band with someone, break up, they write a song about you, and then make you perform it on stage, like Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham and Fleetwood Mac.
Dude, God bless him, man. I
don't know how they did that.
Rough.
Didn't No Doubt do that same thing?
Maybe, I don't know.
Like Gwen Stefani, and I can't remember the guitarist's name. Like, what's that song? Don't Speak.
Mm.
Like apparently that was, I don't know how you do that. Whatever, but yeah, it's be a little tough. Anyways, moving on.
Moving on. All right. I'm gonna throw in one of these completely random ass questions that I've got. Pardon me if my voice got a little bit louder. I did get closer to the microphone. Alrighty. If you were to create your own holiday, what would it be called? How would it be celebrated? And when would that holiday be?
Go ahead, TJ.
Zach.
Is it for me?
It's for both of you.
Damn, this is so hard.
Yeah, you shouldn't ask that question, Robin. That's all I'm thinking
No,
about.
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get these albums
Hey,
figured
That's
out.
what I'm doing too. That's what I'm saying. It's hard.
Fudge.
That's what she said. Anyways,
I think I've stumped the two of them with a question.
No, I'm
No,
just
we're
trying-
talking. We're... Okay. Anyway, I'll go first. What's the question?
The question is, if you were to create a holiday, what would it be called? How would it be celebrated? And when would you celebrate it?
Oh my goodness, great. That's so random.
Right?
Who are you, Jimmy Fallon? I feel like that's something he would ask his people. Shucks.
All right, so holiday, when, and what we call it?
Yeah, what would you call it?
I got it. Done.
Okay.
Rockmas.
I was just saying Rockmas.
It starts the day after Christmas because there's nothing leading up to New Year's, and you go all the way into New Year's.
All right, how would we celebrate it? Like, what happens? What are some events?
What are the traditions?
Yeah, what are the traditions?
Am I gonna get in trouble with the CDC here? I'm
pretty sure everybody just heard my fingers like cracking. Yep. So I'm sorry.
I mean, it's, like Christmas, everyone celebrates it different. Like, you'll have the one main, like, it'll be like a little festival, and you have it somewhere warm, obviously, because you're not gonna. You could do it somewhere cold too, but you'd have to go indoor. But outdoors way better, of course.
Do it on a beach.
Then you could do little fake snow and stuff.
Okay.
I might even steal the idea like they do in Finland, like they do like the rock on the beach, and so they do a little beach, some fake snow going. People are in little Santa hats.
I like
partying,
it.
just ringing in the New Year, because like it's still Christmas until at least New Year's. And there's nothing to celebrate until New Year's, so that's that awkward week. You get to rock out.
You could rock out.
And by rock out, it could even be, you could throw in a little, I don't know, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra. You could have something like a little side stage, or like an intimate little jazz club section or something. Whatever you want to do. But for the most part, it's gonna be rock and roll.
I like it. TJ, what do you do for a job?
I fix things.
What is your title?
Technically, I'm a business systems analyst. IT, business systems analyst.
Okay.
A BSA, BSA. I don't know.
Okay.
Go on.
I've never actually known what you actually did as a job. I just knew you did something with computer systems.
Yeah, I kind of my title. I'm the jack of all trades. We'll put it that way.
All right. Hey, jack of all trades, master of none. But
He's
better
also
at jack
Captain
of all
Jack
trades
Sparrow.
than a master of none.
Is Zach gonna get away with not answering which holiday?
Oh, he said Rockmas. You guys like both agreed on it.
It's funny that I said I'll come up with a different one. That's fine.
No.
Well, you can have the same one. I just didn't know because I did all the heavy lifting on that question. So I'm just trying to be diverse here.
Well, see, and now I feel just cocky if I answer, because I was gonna put my name in it. I don't know, Zachoween, Zacharachi. Like a mariachi holiday. So many Zachoween.
Have I told? I'm pretty sure I brought this up, but just in case I haven't, have you guys heard of Metalachi?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't listen to him, but I've definitely heard of him.
It's so good.
It's metal mariachi.
Yeah.
And I wanted to start Zacharachi.
I like it. I like Zachoween too.
Zachoween. And Zachoween is celebrated the entire month of October. Rocktober. Yeah, that's about all I got. Sorry.
All right. Zach, as a guitar player, is there a guitar pickup that you love more than others?
Man, I'm not really big into all that stuff, to be honest with you. A great passive pickup, or I used to be really into EMGs. They're great. They're very balls to the wall. Over the years, I've gone to passive pickups, meaning they don't need a battery. I mean, them pickups right there. Those are the in that Schecter. Shout out to Schecter. Thank you so much for everything. I think that's their USA custom shop hand wound pickups or whatever. They sound great. I love them. I'm not really big into all that stuff. Just plug it in and let's go.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, I don't know jack shit about pickups and whatnot. I was like, does the guitar plug in and turn on? I'm good.
Sure. I mean, dude, all the tones in the fingers, man.
Yeah.
It's not the instrument. I mean, I guess it is, but you just play your dang thing, man. Make it sound good.
All right, TJ, you've mentioned Vito Bratta throughout this podcast many a time. What is it about his playing that you love so much, and what's a favorite song or songs that he plays on of yours?
Oh. I just love his tone. Like, his tone's amazing, and I'm not gonna say a better Eddie Van Halen, but he like took what Eddie did and like incorporated it and like made it his own. He's so melodic.
Okay.
But the one that got me like the first time, like when I bought a White Lion album, is a cliche. Their like big ballad was When the Children Cry, but that tone just like gave me chills. And like that same album, Lady of the Valley, Don't Give Up. There's just so many good little guitar and like just fills that he does that just kind of make a song. Like, you can have the rhythm and then you do the solo, but just sometimes those little fills out of nowhere like just tie the song together. He does that all the time. And then he did I think it's Blue Monday off of the Main Attraction album. It was a tribute to Stevie Ray Vaughan, which is quite incredible.
Okay.
So there's all sorts. I mean, they definitely got a lot slower and more melodic as the albums went, but it's just sexy. It's very. That's just all I could say about it. It's just, and I remember like trying to look up how to get his guitar tone once, because it's all like in his preamp and then his gear too. Like, he always played Steinberger guitars. Like,
those are interesting guitars.
They are. Apparently, they never go to tune. I can't vouch for that because I've never got my hands on one, but that was the rumor.
Yeah, I've never played one. We carried when I worked at Straight Music, we had like not knockoff ones, but like another company's version of their guitars, and I never really liked them. They were not the best made things in the world, and they did detune themselves. So after a while, so yeah. Anyways, this is a good little. You mentioned White Lion, so this is a good little segue into my next question for you, TJ. When did you get your White Lion tattoo, and what convinced you to get it?
Let's see. I think I was 18 or 19, I believe. Old enough to not need parents' consent. Not that they wouldn't have, but when I first got the album cover, I was like, if I ever get a tattoo, I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna put it on my back shoulder, and that's what I did.
There you go.
And I just love Vito's playing, and it's kind of why I started playing more. I didn't obviously develop into a guitar god yet, but
You're well on your way, sir.
Correct.
Someday we're gonna have you start playing the intros soon.
I like it.
Cool. Zach, you don't have
Mary
any tattoos.
had a little lamb, little lamb. That's what I'll play.
Zach, you don't have any tattoos, do you?
Zero, sir.
Zero. Okay. Do you ever think you'll get one, or no? Not your thing?
I love tattoos. I absolutely love them.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, dude. Probably not. Probably not.
Okay.
But I do love them. I do love tattoos.
All right, Zach, here's one for you. What is your favorite video on YouTube, and why is it our graduation video?
That was funny. I enjoyed that. Oh, man. Dude, it changes so often. What do I do with my hands?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
It changes so often because I'm into so many different types of music and so many different things. Like, are you talking about what's my favorite music?
No, I'm asking
Video
what's
on
your
YouTube?
favorite video on YouTube that you've ever found?
Ever?
It's a random question to throw at you.
I don't know. I mean, dude, it's like this week I've been watching how to network videos. I've been super nerdy this week. I want to learn how to build Cat5 cables. Last week I was really into Charlie Puth and digging into, watching interviews and watching how he builds his tracks in the studio.
Yeah, he's got some stuff on TikTok that he does like real quick, putting things together, and I'm just kind of going, okay, that's actually really cool.
Oh, dude, he's an absolute genius. He's a musical genius. I think he's a Berkeley cat, and he's phenomenal. He's really great at building parts.
Did y'all see that video that I sent you guys earlier?
The horse.
Oh my God, Jacob Collier playing Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
And
was
it
like,
spells
that's
it out.
pretty amazing.
It spells it out in MIDI.
Yeah, he spells it out in MIDI things. If I find that video again, I'll link it in this video, so that y'all can, so that our fans can enjoy it, because it's a phenomenal video. All right. All right, both of you. What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite pair of pants?
I used to. I don't know. Like H&M, they've gotten, no offense, like sponsor us please, but we need to fix the jean situation here, because they used to be nice and perfect fit, perfect tightness, and the perfect length. Now it's like long, and you can only get it in like the one size. Like everyone's supposed to be Zach's height.
Well, see, I was gonna for just good old cheapy jeans, I love H&M. I just like standard black, super skinny.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's not my answer.
Yeah,
I
no,
have a very long, drawn out answer for you.
Okay.
I'll wait for TJ to finish.
No, those are my favorite. I've loved H&M, but last time I was there, it was just skinny, and there was no super skinny. So I don't know if the stores, you can't even try it on, which is funny. So the last time I've had a couple ordeals. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, at H&M when I was gonna try on pants, but their dressing rooms were closed. So I literally bought the pants, went to the bathroom down the hall in the mall. I'm rhyming here. And tried them on, and just kept going back until I got the right size.
That's great. I mean, it makes sense. They don't want to have to disinfect the room every time someone goes in there. I get it.
Well, the bathroom's very sanitary, so.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So mine's a 3-part answer.
Okay.
If you want to know.
Yeah. I asked the question.
All right, my all-time favorite pair of pants I've ever owned, I got it at a place called Topman, which is part of Top Shop, which is a British company. I got them when I went and did an album with Nathan James from Inglorious. He was in Trans-Siberian at the time. I flew over there for a month and did an album with him, and we were playing a show, and he's like, listen, mate, you need some good pants, all right? You need to look like a rock star. And I was like, okay. And he takes me to Topman. And I got these awesome pants. They're super, super. So there's skinny, right? There's super skinny. Oh, but wait, there's more. These were called spray-on skinny. Really? These were the tightest things I've ever put on in my life. Okay, and they were leather. They were jeans on the inside, but then it was sprayed with a leather material, so they're super shiny. They were rad. And those pants are my favorite all-time pants. Super special to me. I mean, every major gig I've ever done, including Rock of Ages, Dee Snider.
You've worn those pants?
Adley's, yes. Every major gig I've done, those pants were there.
Nice.
Rest their soul. They have been blown out so many times, meaning the crotch has ripped out, and I've had them repaired so many times that they're retired. I didn't get rid of them, but I still have them.
You wouldn't.
I can't get rid of them, dude. They're very special to me.
I understand.
And so that's my all-time favorite pair of pants. Now, if we're talking like just brands, I love H&M for just some cheapies, just super black skinny jeans, and still Topman for their new stuff as well. Boom. There you go.
Fashion advice from TJ and Zach. All right, TJ. How did you meet your girlfriend, and does Tosh know about her?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Wow.
But
Jabroni is right. For
no,
the record,
kidding. But no,
how
did you meet? How did you meet Tosh? She has been here since day one, chiming in on the comments with some great comments. By the way,
I'm excited to see this one. Great question, Robin. Actually, we have known each other technically since like grade school. And it's actually my best friend's cousin. And a couple years back, we're at an event that she attended, and I did too. And kind of, just I don't wanna. I don't know. Just hung out, laughed, went to like another show together, and then kind of it was like a forbidden love, and then here we are.
Why was it forbidden?
Yeah.
We'll just say one person in particular didn't agree with it at first.
Hey,
Is it because you had long hair?
No, but she wanted a Jack Sparrow, and so.
And she got it.
she got a Jack Sparrow, that's for sure. But yeah, I meant no offense by any of my joking question. So
Full offense taken.
full offense taken.
Full offense. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it was, yeah, just like, there was a joke, like, there's a Darkness song called Forbidden Love, and that's kind of what it was, and then we're like, whatever, it's happening, so deal with it. I know, things are good.
Hey.
With a person that shall not be named, but if
you're watching this, Peter.
Yep. they will know who is being talked about.
Okay.
But for the sake of this podcast, it's like the little title in the movies before, like, for the sake of this movie, characters and places and names have been changed.
That is great.
Okay,
So
Peter.
Peter Pan did not agree.
Peter.
Sorry, Disney. No copyright infringement, please.
All right. What's another?
Robin's like running out of questions.
No, I'm not running out of questions. I'm trying to choose a question to ask next.
But I'm trying to pick out some albums.
Yeah, I know. You
I
guys
know,
are trying to
dude,
pick
this
out some
is-
albums. I'm trying to choose.
I don't even think they're going to be the ones I want to choose.
What
But
was your
it's-
favorite-
Same here.
What was your favorite toy growing up?
Oh, man. There's so many good ones.
Was there one that was like you were real, like whenever a friend was like, "Hey, can I play with this?" You were like hesitant to do it? That was my Millennium Falcon for me. I was always hesitant to have people play with that.
I think so. My parents always joke that, like, I always had my guys, my dudes. I had my action figures, and I'd play, like, you'd have Ninja Turtles going at it with, like, Han Solo and, like, a flying giant eagle that's bigger than both of them, and then you'd have, like, Street Sharks along with it, and, like, things got crazy.
Street Sharks, I forgot about them.
Loved them. I was Blades for Halloween once. Right? Is it Blades or Streaks? Whatever. The
Yeah,
guy
the
that
ones with rollerblades.
Yep.
Yeah.
My mom and grandma like hand sewed that costume actually.
Wow. Oh, do we have a picture?
I could probably find one. I'd have to dig.
If we could find one, I want that
Yeah.
up. I want to see that.
I like my Tantrum, my RC Tantrum. Remember though, like the RC car, but it had like the front. You could turn, like if it flipped over, it could flip back on.
Oh yeah, dude, I remember those. I had a friend that always got the really really cool RC cars for Christmas and whatnot, and he had that. I think we broke it because we would like drive it along and then we'd just spin the wheels and just let them like keep spinning and then eventually just like snapped off.
Otherwise, I like my Stretch Armstrong or Pogs.
Oh,
I had a bunch of Pogs.
What was the point of Pogs?
I was just thinking that. What do you do with these things?
Like we just, I knew there was a thing. There was a slammer, and then you had like the Pogs themselves, and you had to like there was a thing you did.
You had to flip them, and if you flipped it, you got to like steal someone's Pogs. It was basically just a
Ghetto Pokemon.
Yeah,
I got Pokemon kicked out of my elementary school when I was a kid. Like,
I wonder.
That was fun.
Like Pokemon came to your school and you kicked them
Like
out?
Pokemon, like when the cards first started going, me and my friends were the reason that the school was like, yeah, no more Pokemon cards at school. Like you can't if you bring them, we're gonna take them up, and you can get them back at the end of school, but like no more.
What did you do to cause that riot, Robin?
They didn't really do any. We weren't paying attention in class. We were sitting there like trading cards and battling each other during class, and teacher was like, just had enough.
I never knew how to play Pokemon.
I've forgotten how to do it.
I never really played it. I just collected, and then I still can't find my cards, which probably I was sitting on a gold mine.
Mine are up
So
there.
maybe I find those.
Bro, I was looking on the eBay the other day, and some of them are like 300 grand. It's crazy.
Oh, it's stupid.
Oh.
We're gonna get to your O's in a minute. Oh, he found it! Wow.
That is great. What are you holding?
I don't know, candy. It's Halloween.
Oh, okay.
You
It looks
are
like
my
a
hero,
chihuahua.
TJ.
Oh, well, it's my sister.
Wow,
and
you're
my
very
mom.
blonde in that.
Oh, that's badass.
He's still blonde.
Wow, he looks
I
like
look
he's got
great
brown
on it.
hair. You look blonde to me, but in the screen right here, he looks like he's got brown hair to me. I don't know.
I
Anyway.
forgot I did a magic show when I was 6. No big deal.
No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. TJ, do you have a motto that you live by?
Yeah.
So what is your motto?
I guess I don't be a dick.
I like it.
Well,
That's my motto.
there it is,
Like,
folks.
There
I
it is,
got a
folks.
couple rules like don't be a dick. Just like be excellent to each other. And yeah. I'm always good, because like people are like you can't there's like 2 people in this world. One that says you can't possibly always be good. Those are the dicks and like the non-believers. Then there's other ones that are like, "Oh, I really like that." And maybe I'm not always good, but if I say it, then I'm at least better than saying I'm not good at all.
Yeah, this sucks.
Just like anything you do with confidence is going to be a lot better than if you go in nervous or,
True.
or no confidence.
True. Hey,
Because you could still suck, but at least you're confident sucking.
better to fail with confidence than to
Succeed at.
like, succeed with just this timid like. But
Yeah.
all right.
Those are my mottos. I mean, I've got.
I like it.
Tip well.
We all know what that means. Tip your waiters. That's what it means. Always tip well, or they'll spit in your food. How many sleeveless shirts do you own?
A lot.
Follow-up question.
They
Do you
keep
think
growing.
that's
They
enough?
keep growing in numbers. No. But I will say, like, I'm kind of mad. I just threw out some shirts that I really liked, but they were white, and you wear them enough, and
Yeah.
especially in like Florida or like in the summer, and you sweat and they turn yellow, and it's like
Bleach them.
no dice. Yeah, well then they ruin the print, and
Oh, okay. They got print on them. Yeah.
because I'm a big front print guy. Like if you guys were shopping for me, and they're like, "Oh, TJ would love this shirt," and it was like a little logo right here,
You
I'd
probably
still-
wouldn't love it.
I'd still love it because it'd be, thank you for the gift and the thought, but I'd be like, come on.
Okay, so you want the big picture in the front.
Like if it's on the back, no good for me. Yeah, like that. Like,
Why don't you
Just
just
full blown.
cut the neck out and just turn the shirt around?
well, I cut the neck out of every one. Way comfier, by the way. But it's still different because it hangs up a little bit, so it's almost like a little tighter on the back. So it's no
You're right.
bueno. No
You're
bueno.
right.
All right, Zach. What is your least favorite food?
Eggs, hard-boiled eggs, tuna fish.
Combined?
Combined or just by themselves?
By themselves or combined.
You just
I'll
won't
never
do
forget
it?
Wait,
growing up.
hard-boiled tuna fish eggs?
No. So growing, I hate canned tuna fish, and I hate hard-boiled eggs. And growing up, my folks would they'd make like tuna fish salad, which had canned tuna fish and hard-boiled eggs in there, and the house would reek. Like I'd come home from school, and I'd gag. It was so bad. So those are my 2 least favorite foods. Now you know.
Alrighty. You guys still sweating it out over the 5?
This
No,
is terrible.
Do I think it's 100% for sure? No, I'm not gonna lock in the answer, but I have to tell you something.
Yeah. All right. Cake or pie?
Is it
Cake.
ice cream cake?
Cake or pie? I'm not going to
Cake.
specify anything.
Okay, because
Cake.
if it's cake, then pie. Because cake is garbage.
I like cake.
Well, that's fine. I don't. If it's
Cool.
ice cream cake, it's delicious.
Okay.
I mean, you can put ice cream on cake.
Yeah, but still, no.
It's not the same.
We're gonna circle back to the fashion advice. Favorite hair product?
Beach Babe, toasted coconut, a dry shampoo.
He didn't even think.
Just
He just knew.
No thought. I knew it was like one of y'all was just gonna like have it right off the top of the head.
Speaking of which, I gotta get some more.
Zach.
So on that, I refuse to give my shampoo and conditioner secret. So
Charcoal
I'm
shampoo for me.
righteous. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Batista dry shampoo, the one for blondes, because A, it smells amazing, and B, it puts a hint of blonde in your hair. So not only does it smell good, but the hair sheens a little bit, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I tried that. I tried that stuff once before a gig because it was one of those moments where I get to the gig and I we're setting up and I had showered that morning, but I didn't think that I was gonna sweat that much because it was an inside gig. So I'm going, okay, I should be good for the gig. And I get there and I like look in the mirror and it's clear my hair's gotten greasy in a day, and I'm just like crap. So I go and I try that stuff, and yeah, it's not bad. It smells weird. I'm not exactly the
What?
biggest the
Batista?
Yeah, it smells weird to me.
You must have had like the original scent because the blonde scent is great.
Okay, yeah, maybe I did. I don't remember.
If
Beach
you have the
Babe.
green bottle, go ahead.
No, mine was the yellow bottle.
Beach Babe toasted coconut. Who doesn't want to smell like that in the morning, or in the
Ah.
afternoon, or at night,
Or ever.
or at bar close?
I'm gonna get you a toasted coconut candle.
It's not the same, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, whatever.
It's still balsam season, bro.
I do have a question. Are we wrapping this up soon? Because
I'm
if
not done
not,
with y'all.
homie got to use the bathroom. I got to use the bathroom.
Well,
I've been drinking a lot of water. So I'll see y'all in a second.
All
Toodles.
right, just mute
Be
yourself.
right back.
Just
I will.
mute yourself.
How do I mute this dang thing? Mute.
that'll do. That'll play.
Yeah, I can't hear you. No.
Why would you say that, Zach?
Yeah, seriously. All right, TJ. So you mentioned that you play guitar. Zach, why did you turn the video off?
Oh well.
Okay. Just leave the video on. But they're in ears. They come out of your ears. He can't hear me anymore. He unplugged them. You mentioned that you play guitar. When did you start playing guitar? Do you still play guitar? Is it something you
Oh man.
do daily?
Yeah.
I'm that 5 albums question is really getting y'all. I like it.
Hey, man. So I think my uncle, like, I always talk about getting a guitar. I was gonna get a guitar. Gonna get a guitar. I was gonna ask Santa for a guitar. I was like 18, right before I went to Disney World for my internship. My uncle gave me one out of the blue, and I'm left-handed, and they gave me a right-handed guitar, which, I mean, because I was debating between a left and a right. And I just started playing right, and maybe I would have played better left, or maybe I still could, but I don't know. Still dabble.
I've seen some guitar players that play a right-handed guitar upside down and backwards.
Well, like Jimi Hendrix or something like that.
Jimmy played a right-handed guitar that he restrung left-handed. But there's several guitar players like Doyle Bromhall, the second, that he plays a right-handed guitar upside down and left-handed. So his bottom string is literally on the bottom. So the technical top of the guitar. Yeah, it's weird. But he plays for Clapton, so he's
doing all right.
He's doing okay. What kind of guitar do you play?
I've got a ESP. It's not too shabby. I tried, like, I got like a stock Ibanez once upon a time and put a Floyd Rose on it, or attempted. It plays, but I don't think it's fine quality craftsmanship as say bring it in somewhere. But
yeah. Zach, why'd you leave your camera on?
Shut up. Sorry.
Hey, it's okay.
All right. Did we have any questions or comments?
I didn't see any questions in the comments section, but to the people watching, if you've got any comments or anything that you wanna ask the guys,
please
or me,
chime in.
Chime in. But I don't know if we've ever told this story. I know you guys because I've asked you both about it, but I don't know if you guys have ever mentioned it on the podcast. How did the two of y'all meet? And what was the name of the male escort service that hooked you up?
I was gonna say Grinder. We swiped the right way a couple years ago.
Dude, I thought it was Farmers Only.
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah.
Glad I hadn't taken a sip.
Dude,
yet.
I got a great story
It's not
about.
much, but it's honest work.
Dude, I'll tell you what. So when I was one of my first or second week in Nashville, I had a lunch meeting with with a bigger name guitar player in town who plays with a big country artist. And um, as you know, as the meal goes on, we start opening up a little bit more to each other about getting comfortable talking about what we've done and blah blah blah. And he was like, well, I was like, so have I heard anything you've done? And he said, have you ever heard of the farmersonly.com hook? You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. I was like, well, yeah, of course. He said, that was me. So anyway, in the story, I thought it was pretty cool.
That's
Are
how
you
we
not
met.
amazed?
That's how we met, Robin.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Real talk here, actually. Zach and I, 4 years ago, 4.5,
I feel like it was way before then. But
5,
right on.
17. I don't know.
It was at Bally's for sure.
Yeah. And I think, I don't know if you did one or not, but I think we got like Sambuca shots or something. We did. I don't know. We were with Keith though.
Drinking.
We were with Keith.
Yeah.
And the rest is history. And then next thing you know, we're drinking Spotted Cow in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Well, the next time we hung was was at Keith's wedding.
Yeah.
And then the next time was at the D. Snyder gig at that casino.
Yeah. And
then the next
Minnesota,
time
too.
was Minnesota with the Rock of Ages tour. I miss playing live so bad.
I miss going, like big time.
Yeah, I miss both. I miss going to concerts, man. It was always just like a reset for me. If I didn't go, within a certain period of time, it's just like, all right, something's missing. I need to go. So.
Well, there's so many bands I was excited for last year, and I think I get refunds on my tickets. I don't even know how it works anymore. Don't really care. I just want to go. I just want to get like surprised, like, oh, the show's rescheduled tomorrow, and you got a ticket. Okay, I'm in.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Are any of the tickets you have for out of town, or are they all in Minnesota?
All in Minnesota, I think, but I can't keep track anymore. But one was like Poison, Motley Crue, Def Leppard. One is gonna be for the Darkness. Hairball.
Yes, dude. I think we all need to fly and go see Hairball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whenever we can do that, absolutely. That would be
There's-
just a fun show to go to.
Still playing a few shows here or there. I haven't checked to see if they're doing anything soon, but they were like in Nebraska, like Brian had said. And,
Do you know the guitar player as well?
know him, but don't like know him. I think we're technically friends on Facebook, but it's like one of those like, what's up? But I do know Happy, aka Michael Schneider.
Right on.
He's a lot of fun to watch on stage. And he also
Righteous
gave a
man.
shout out to my Uncle Bruce on stage for his birthday a few years back, which
There
was
you go.
awesome. And everyone's like, who the hell is Uncle Bruce? And everyone just raised their glass anyways. So, because he literally said, happy fucking birthday, Uncle Bruce. And
That's
people are like,
great.
Uncle Bruce.
Uncle Bruce.
It's the largest toast he ever had on his birthday.
You know what? I don't want to sound cocky, but I'm pretty confident that would be his largest toast he's ever had on his birthday.
You cocky son of a gun.
You're so cocky, TJ.
Yeah, today we in our text thread, Robin posted 2 pictures of our logos, and TJ responded, "Man, those are both great." Well, let's keep in mind TJ made them, so
Well,
no cocky here.
Hey,
I'm just the messenger.
he
That's
did
what
it. He
people
did a dang
say.
good job at it. He did a dang
Cheers.
good job. Oh, how are those lists coming, boys?
I got mine.
You got yours?
Yeah.
All right, Zach. 5 albums, Desert Island.
All right, in no particular order. Def Leppard, Pyromania.
Okay.
Thought about that one.
Ozzy Osbourne live at Budokan with Zach Wilde on the guitar.
Yep.
That's the album that got me into playing heavy metal. Anything SRV, I mean, in a perfect world, you'd let me have a greatest hits, but if you're gonna be
Oh yeah.
a stickler,
Did I say that on air? Or did I say that before? No, I said that. Yeah, I said that on air. We were.
yeah, you said
okay.
no greatest hits. So in a perfect world, I'd do probably an SRV greatest hits, but if you had to make me choose one, Texas Flood. I mean, Stevie's in my blood. That's where I
Yeah.
got my start. My Chemical Romance, Black Parade.
It's on mine.
And then the, the either Van Halen or 1984, one of those.
85.
Sorry, 85. And then since the only reason I didn't put this one was because you said no greatest hits, but um I have one of the Queen greatest hits, and it's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So if greatest hits was on there, I'd say the Queen one.
Yeah. No greatest hits.
No
I know
greatest
you're
hits.
trying to sneak that in there, but no, it doesn't count.
Okay, well then I told you either Van Halen,
No, I
Van
don't-
Halen, or Van Halen 1984.
Alrighty.
85. Sorry.
TJ?
Yeah, it's so tough, and I think I'm overthinking, but for sure one is Appetite for Destruction.
Oh
I
shucks.
I can't not have Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah.
And that's I'm kind of trying to base it off like songs I couldn't live without in a sense, like Get a Grip, Aerosmith with Crazy and Amazing and Crying, and yeah, it's their '90s album, but still phenomenal. I gotta go with Reckless Love, like their self-titled debut, that good old Finnish merry metal band. I gotta have some merry metal in my life.
Dude, they popped up on my Pandora the other day on my Santa Cruz radio.
Ooh.
It's so good, man. Let me tell you what song popped up. Reckless Love, Switchblade Babe.
I learned to play that once.
Dude, that's a great song, man. Whenever a good song comes up, I always do a screenshot.
So that's 3. I think Dark Horse by Nickelback. Surprisingly, it's like all the way through is really good. And then I don't know what to do after that. I might go White Lion Pride, but I kind of want Permission to Land with the Darkness.
Bro, you have a white lion tattoo.
I know, that's why I gotta do like Pride, and then honorable mentions: Follow the Reaper by Children of Bodom, because I figured if there's a gym on this island, that's how I get through my
you
workouts.
need workout music.
And then Ignite the Sky that Bloody Hills just came out with. That's creeping up there, just through and through, all the way good album. But then I start going down a wormhole, and that's not good. So we'll stick with whatever I just said, and then I'll forget about it. And
well, cool.
It'll probably change if you ask that question again next week.
Probably. And we'll do another one of these kind of episodes of just throwing questions out, answering questions and whatnot. I kind of liked doing this with y'all, getting to know y'all a little better. So
Hey,
yes.
Thanks. So the only reason I know this is because it's popped up on my YouTube like For You page or whatever. It's either Forbes or one of the big YouTube channels. They've been doing this thing with Billie Eilish. They started when she was 16. They asked her like 20 or 30 questions, all right? And then the next year on the anniversary, they ask her the exact same questions, and then they replay her answers from the year before. And then they do it again the next year. And they've done it 4 years in a row now. It's kind of turning into a trend. Maybe we could do something like that. Like you have 5 or 10 questions that we ask each other. Yeah. And every year on the anniversary, we ask those same questions and see if the answers are the same or if they're different.
Yeah, that would be a good one. When we go back and listen to this episode, see if there's questions that stuck out and we're like, oh, that was a really good question.
Eyeliner.
Yeah. But
I might be under L'Oreal next year. Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe
man.
it's.
I don't know what I'm gonna be on to. But yeah.
I hope you're on the eyeliner next year.
I'm not doing it, guys. I'm not gonna do.
I've never
eyeliner.
seen you do it. Do you love us?
I've done it one time in my entire life.
You'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Hurt.
Yeah.
Dude, it hurts when you first do it, but it just gets easier.
Yeah. I already have to wear contacts. That was weird enough to learn how to do.
Dude, if you can do contacts, you can do eyeliner.
Yeah, I'm good. I just don't think I'd look good with eyeliner.
Okay, how about eyeshadow?
I'm just gonna look like I have a black eye. Someone just punched me in the face.
You can get a different color.
Yeah.
Put some green hints in it, mate.
Why is your eye all purple and green?
I did. I put a little blue eyeshadow on for the Jack Sparrow. It's all about confidence, Robin.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of confidence. So,
Well, you
But,
got your own podcast. I mean, come on. You're
yeah,
pretty
I
kind.
have a podcast with 2 co-hosts.
Oh,
Yeah,
so now we're co-hosts.
that's. Anyways, I think that wraps us up for tonight. I burned through the questions for the 2 of y'all that I'd written up, and then both questions, and then I was looking through this list of random questions, and I'm just kind of like, I'm
Give
not
us
finding
one.
anything else that's like a good random question.
We want to hear one of these.
What? A good random question?
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't had a good random question in a while.
If a hacker hacked into your computer and was threatening to release your browser history to your friends and family, how much would you pay them to avoid it?
Jokes on them. Don't have any.
Boom. Same.
Zach?
Same.
Oh, there's like...
It's like share it away. You would see Facebook, YouTube. You'd see a lot of nerd crap on YouTube. And they'd probably know what bank.
All right, let me rephrase this. Let me do this. So not the computer. If they hacked into your phone.
Yeah. Jokes on them, because don't have any.
He's like, jokes on them. It's on my iPad.
No, true story. Actually, like when I had like a 16 gig phone or whatever, I had like my entire history that was like eating up a bunch of space. So like every time I searched something, I just cleared out. It could be like one search, like to Rock Detention's YouTube, and clear every time.
You still do that?
Still, it's just a habit.
Yeah.
I think it's.
Where is that? How do you? Not that I need to clear it. It's just.
I'm just asking for a friend. Yeah, it's just,
No.
just...
Is it somewhere easy where you just?
Yeah, it's just like like if you're on Safari, there's like the little like book.
Yeah.
Click on that and you hit clear. Boom, done.
I've never done that.
Like it's a habit. I will literally search like Bill Murray and then delete it.
Huh.
Well, I have nothing to hide, so.
Yeah.
I don't either. My
YouTube
YouTube searches I never clear out, so that could get a little weird.
So one last question for y'all before we wrap it up tonight, because this just popped in my head and I forgot to write it down earlier. What is one random thing about you that people would kind of be like, oh, huh, an interesting little fact about you that's not related to music, Zach, and is, well, TJ. It's not related to Jack Sparrow or cut off T-shirts. I don't know, something that maybe people wouldn't.
Okay,
Wow.
I was gonna say.
Wouldn't.
I'm glad
basically
you think so highly of him.
I'm the biggest sports nut you'd never expect.
Maybe because one of the first conversations that we ever had was about sports. That yeah, but I can see where people would look at you and be like, "You're into sports."
It's the best. It's the best sometimes. Or like somebody's talking at a bar back when you could do that, and like they'll bring up something, and I'm like, actually, and they're like, the hell did that come from?
Who are you?
Yeah.
Zach?
I am a hardcore nerd. Like, really, I'm a big nerd
Okay.
with computers,
Okay.
electronics.
Probably nerdier than me, and I'm in IT.
I mean, dude, networking, Ethernet cables, Apple especially.
1011
Is that the video you were watching earlier when you said I was watching a video on networking?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
totally thought.
You thought I meant music networking?
Yeah, music. There was like, why are you watching? You're like a master at that.
No, dude. I wanna learn how to build like servers and stuff.
Step 1, say hi. Step 2, fist bump.
Step 3, buy them a drink.
Cool.
See, now this is starting to sound like dating advice.
That's terrible dating advice.
Fist bump.
Yeah,
What would you like to drink?
Hey. The girl just be like,
Say hi. Hi.
all right,
This
guys.
could work. This could work.
This was fun. Thanks for amusing me with this topic tonight.
Join us next week where we question Robin.
No. So, well, we'll get to me at some point. I don't know.
You're just gonna dodge it.
I'm just gonna dodge it forever. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I say we do this again. Find some other questions. Ask each other some questions every once in a while. Just get to know random answers, random things about each other. I think it'd be fun.
Absolutely, dude.
So
Absolutely. That was fun. Thank you, Robin.
Yeah, great topic, bro. You did all the work for us this week. Thanks, man.
yeah, 20 questions on episode 20.
Day 20, bro.
Day 20. My bad.
Gar.
Gar.
Sweet. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Per usual, we look forward to 2021 with y'all. And as usual, have a I said usual a lot. Have a fantastic week. Love you. God bless you. TJ.
Hey, Happy New Year, since I didn't say that in the last little promo video we did. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and keep tuning in. Hopefully we've got another 20, and then another 20, and another 20, and so on and so forth. Love you guys. One last send off, Alexi Leo. Rest in peace. You will be missed, sir. Yeah, love you all. Robin, over to you.
This was fun. We'll do it again next week. We're lining up guests, getting all their schedules in order, and making sure that we have the topics for what's gonna be technically semester 2. Yeah.
Yes.
Technically semester. Yeah. We're we're not doing seasons. We're doing semesters. So yeah, we're on to semester 2, and starting with day 20. And we don't know how long this semester is going to be. We're just going to keep going. This could be it. It could be just, this is it. 2 semesters, and the second semester's 500 episodes, 500 days. But yeah, we thank you all for tuning in.
I thought you were like ending the podcast. Like, this could be it.
This could be it. Like,
I could be quitting.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to get done,
So,
and Robin's like, oh, by the way, guys.
I canceled all of our subscriptions.
If you want to relive this, you can do that on Spotify and iTunes tomorrow morning at noon, when it will go live on all of the podcast streaming services.
Is that noon Central Time, for
Yes,
those wondering?
noon
Okay,
Central
there we go.
Time. So whatever that is for.
Yeah.
for
By the
guests.
way,
6
Robin.
p.m.
Yeah.
for all of you people in London. Sorry.
Yes. So,
Your voice this last like minute, it sounds like it should be on like the Calm app right before
Oh,
bedtime.
the comment.
This
Yeah,
was-
that is
this is
because
Robin.
of this stylish new soundboard.
Ooh.
Except this thing is old. It's there's some knobs that I have to be careful of turning, because if I turn them, it'll be like it's like, oh god. So they're dirty.
It's okay.
So but yeah, I finally put some EQ on my voice and gave myself a little low end, so I don't
Hey,
sound
man,
like a
I didn't hear you
child.
breathe one time tonight.
I did, and I'm gonna have to go back in. There's a few times where like I sat there. It's like, while TJ's talking, it's just this. It's like, I'm like, well, I know where I'm editing that out. So yeah, but no, this was fun. We'll do this again. And yes, that is a fully automatic Nerf gun in the corner, for those of you wondering.
Or none of you wondering.
But yes. So class dismissed.
Are we still rolling?
You actually played the right amount of links tonight. That was good.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Are we still rolling?
Yeah, we're still
Well,
rolling,
unbelievable.
but you
Well,
played the right
unbelievable.
amount of links tonight.
Now are we still rolling?
I clicked finish now.